Okay, so if the purpose of the video is to highlight the student's plight, why is it only shown at the end and not at all as the focus of the entire documentary?
Because originally when we started, it was never to highlight the grad's pay. It was to highlight MAH's suffering due to wealth and inequality and pay wages. But realizing, I don't know whether the whole group realized it, that she was an employee, and theoretically in Karl Marx's point of view, the bourgeoisie or the higher up or elites were people pay people. They don't get paid. They are not in the cycle of living on check to check. Those were classified as the bourgeoisies. And that same classification actually rendered towards MAH. Hence, I felt like the escape route of what kept the dynamics of the story was you still had the proletarian's point of view. So we had the grad's point of view, which is we are suffering from wealth and inequality. And we had MAH, the figure that was trying to counterbalance her suffering and still help out in her way by providing cheap food around it.
Do you think there's actually the grads or the students' perspective at all in there?
In the stats of grad fresh grad
documentary?
There's not enough. There's no interview of grads in documentary. That's why I say it was more like a last minute bullet to contrast the story.
And do you think that worked?
I think it worked.
You didn't think it would throw people off suddenly introducing right at the tail end?
Well, it was not my position to call shots on that.
Did you highlight that to your team?
We did. I mean, in the beginning, we brought up all these issues. I told my interview to Louisa, I interviewed a Forbes coach. She's not an economist, but she told me this: as long as she's an employee, she'll never be hindered greatly by the inflation rate because she just rises with it and she falls with it. She's not like somebody who has to live paycheck to paycheck, and that was her statement, and it was fundamentally sound. So how do you get around it? You had to have a backdoor bullet, which was fresh grads, but I didn't push for any of the story. The story developed as we went along with the video.
So you didn't share what you just shared with us?
No,
to your teammates?
I did share this part from the very beginning.
And what did your team say?
Let's take the investigative route.
But it is investigative.
No, but originally when we started, it was not investigative, right? Remember then you told us to look at
the investigative method and the point of the documentary is two different methods.
Yeah, but
objective, I'm asking you for objective, and for you, you're saying objective is to highlight the case of the proletariat, and you said that this video does that.
No,
and now you are contradicting what you're saying, and you say, oh no, that was just an escape route. So the video, did the video actually highlight proletariat's issue or not?
What I said just now was the fresh grads proletarian's issue portrayed a good contrast to MAH, hence giving a good story. It was a good balance. If you have the bourgeoisies without the proletarians, where's your Karl Marx theory?
So there was supposed to be a highlight on Karl Marx
theory? No, it was not originally predetermined, but it was on the go, we figured it out.
And you think you did that with this video?
I think we ended up doing it, yeah.
So after you learned about your issues, your composition issues, right? What did you do after that?
Well, the composition issues, we had with the editor, and he said, I told him, can we save MAH's interview because of the eye line? If we mirror it and we put black bars, if we put black bars to it, like how cinematic point of view is, if we put black bars, we will have an extension of cut where we can compromise to cut it too. And he said, if you didn't originally meant it to be anamorphic, then you shouldn't do it anamorphically. So they stuck to what we had.
So as a DOP, you did not consider reshooting any of your problematic shots?
Because we still had our main shot for MAHs. Our main shot was continuous, there was no cuts, and we had that to fall back to. And we had the options of not using the second angle.
Even though you already commented that your main shots had eyeline issues as well?
It was in week 3, so we only had 3 more weeks to change that. We didn't have time to go and reshoot it again.
Did you know that your teammates went out and reshoot some shots?
Yes, they went out to shoot establishing shots, which I didn't get.
Where were you?
I was doing my certificate.
What is your role as a DOP?
Shoot videos, plan and shoot some shots.
How many percentage of your shots end up in the video?
96.
Sorry?
I think
Percentage.
a good 96% of the shots are there of mine.
Are yours?
Yes.
So you really think you have done enough as a DOP?
I feel that the learning curve of the DOP, when I shot it in the way that I edited. From the first trailer, I edited that and I shot it. I felt the learning curve here is also one thing that if you're going to shoot it, you got to understand whether the editor can edit it. That's also my in. I'm not putting it out as a defense. I did miss establishing shots, I did miss eye lines, I did miss focus and unfocused shot. But I also shot it in a way that I thought I was planning, like how I would edit. Yeah, which I didn't think in the long run it would be bad.
So your greatest learning is?
My greatest learning curve is actually still composition of the interview because I'm trying to figure that out now. Yes. Because some people should interview different style and I don't understand why. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.